State of emergency declared. Yeah. Welcome to the new world. No laws, no order, just survival. Let the bass drop. Concrete crumbling, staring at a burning flag. Politicians stuffing dirty money in a duffel bag. They took the law, flipped it, turned it to a weapon. Now every corner that I walk, I gotta double step in. Poverty spreading like a virus in the avenue. Rich getting richer while they starving out the neighborhood. Where is the justice? It's buried in the paperwork. System is a hustle, designed just to make us hurt. I see the riots on the screen, fire in the sky. Another mother on the pavement, screaming out why. They built the cages for the poor, mansions for the elite, but now the revolution's marching right down your street.
We're living in a shattered republic, where the innocent bleed and the wicked just love it. We gotta rise from the ashes, take back our soul, find our human dignity, take back control.
Look at the Constitution ripping at the seams now. Waking up in cold sweats, living in a bad dream now. No police to call, the badge is just a symbol. The power of the people is the only thing that's nimble. They want us panic, paranoid, fighting one another, but I'm looking to my left and I'm lifting up my brother. We out here scavenging for peace in the war zone. Government abandoned us, leaving us a bare bone. But history is written by the ones who survive it. The storm is coming heavy, watch the way we drive it. We won't bow down to the chaos or the anarchy. We building up a fortress, fighting for our sanity. This is the genesis, the birth of the resistance. We striking with precision, breaking down the distance. No more dividing us by color or the zip code. We walking side by side down this treacherous road. They thought we crumbled when they took away the gross, but the street knowledge is the ultimate degree. Load up the mind, that's the weapon of the wise. Look through the smoke and uncover all the lies. Humanity is breathing, even in the darkest night. We stepping out the shadow, stepping to the light.
We're living in a shattered republic.
Yeah, we still breathing. You can't kill the spirit. West side, east side, stand up.
Turn the lights off. Keep your voice down there outside. This is for the undocumented, the unbreakable.
Yeah. 3 in the morning, hear the banging on the door. Boots stepping heavy on the living room floor. Flashlights blinding, screaming out ice. Treating human beings like a roll of the dice. He worked 20 years breaking his back in the heat just to put a little plate of food on the seat. Now they putting him in cuffs in front of his daughter, treating his existence like a lamb to the slaughter. No papers in his pocket, but a heart full of gold. The American dream is the biggest lie sold. They separate the families, lock them in the facility. Where the hell is the compassion? Where is the humility? They fear the midnight knock, shadows on the wall, standing on the edge, waiting for the fall. But a piece of paper don't define a man's worth. We all bleed the same color on this God's earth. Let my people go, give them back their pride. We fighting for the right to live, nowhere left to hide. They call us aliens, like we from another planet, but we built the foundation cut from the granite. Washing all the dishes, picking fruit from the trees, doing all the dirty work down on our knees. And how you gonna criminalize someone for surviving, crossing over deserts just to keep their hope thriving? The border is a line drawn in the bloody sand by the same politicians who stole all the land. I spit this for the dreamers, hiding in the shade, living in the paranoia that the system made. We ain't running no more, we stepping to the front. Tired of being the prey in this wicked hunt.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. That's what the statue says. But the gates are closed. We gotta break them open.
We organizing on the block, standing side by side. No human is illegal, that's the rising tide. If they come for one, then they gotta take us all. We building up a ladder to climb over the wall. Human dignity is a universal right. We shining like a beacon in the middle of the night. You can deport the body, but you cannot cage the soul. The spirit of the people will forever remain whole. So hold your head up, familiar, stay strong. The night is dark, but it won't be for long. They feel the midnight knock. They feel the midnight knock. Shadows on the wall, standing on the edge, waiting for the fall. But a piece of paper don't define a man's worth. We all bleed the same color on this God's earth. Let my people go. Give them back their pride. We fighting for the right to live. Nowhere left to hide. El pueblo unido, jamás será vencido. The people united will never be defeated. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep living. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep living.
Get down, get under the bed.
Get down, get under the desk. When did math class turn into a war zone? Backpack on the shoulder, walking down the hallway, supposed to be a safe place, learning for a better day. Suddenly the glass shatters, echo in the hollow pop, panic in the corridor, everybody freezing drop. Shooter in the building with an AR-15, turning everyday life to a bloody horror scene. Kids crying in the closet, texting to their moms, I love you, please help, while they dodging the bombs. Where's the legislation? Where's the control? The lobbyist money bought the politician's soul. They sending thoughts and prayers on a Twitter feed, while the innocent youth are the ones who gotta bleed. Empty magazines falling on the classroom floor. We don't wanna be the victims of the Civil War. A pocket full of shells and a heart full of hate. When did mass murder become a normal trait? We demand the right to live. Put the weapons down before there's nothing left but a cemetery town. Going to the mall, going to the grocery store, looking over my shoulder, keeping an eye on the door. Paranoia is the new American mindset, waiting for the moment that the violence intersects. The Constitution says we got the right to bear arms, but what about the right to be safe from the harms? A kid with a mental break buys a gun legally because the background checks are treated so carelessly. We value the metal more than we value the breath. Living in a culture that is glorifying death. I'm sick of the silence, I'm sick of the tears, I'm sick of the mourning. The last 40 years, 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 what you done. Sacrifice the future for the barrel of a gun. The blood is on the hands of the ones making the laws, ignoring all the symptoms, ignoring all the flaws. We gotta rise up, march on the Capitol steps, demand human dignity, collect on the debts. No more moments of silence, we making some noise, protecting our girls, protecting our boys. Freedom ain't the freedom to shoot up a crowd. I'm screaming out the truth and I'm saying it loud. Change the system now or watch it burn down. Empty magazines falling on the classroom floor. Enough is enough.
We got a 10-4 in progress. Yeah, they supposed to protect and serve, but who protects us from them? Turn the bass up. Turn the bass up. Turn the bass.
Red and blue lights flashing in the rearview mirror. Heart beating fast, the intention is clear. Hands on the wheel, don't make a sudden move. They looking for a reason, got nothing to prove. Badge on the chest, but the heart is made of stone. Treating the community like a combat zone. Chokeholds on the pavement, screaming I can't breathe. But the officer is smiling, wiping blood off his sleeve. Body cameras off, evidence is tampered. Justice in the courtroom is perpetually hampered. They acting like the judge, the jury, and the executioner. But we the revolution, the ultimate retributioner. Corrupted badges hiding behind the shield. We taking the power back, walking on the battlefield. No justice, no peace. You know the chant. Trying to silence the people, but you know you can't.
Human dignity is what we demand today. We standing our ground, we ain't running away. Human dignity is what we demand today. We standing our ground, we ain't running away.
They militarizing the police with the army gear. Tanks in the neighborhood trying to instill the fear. Shooting rubber bullets at the peaceful protests. Hitting pregnant women, shooting journalists in the chest. The law is a joke when the enforcers break it. The trust is completely gone, they cannot remake it. I see the mothers crying at the precinct steps, demanding the answers, demanding the reps. But the blue wall of silence covers up the crime. Another brother gone, dead before his prime. We tired of the hashtags, tired of the vigils. We organizing now, moving past the symbols. Symbols.
It's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny.
It's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny. It's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny. It's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny. It's a new day,
we ain't bowing down to tyranny.
it's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny. It's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny. It's a new day, we ain't bowing down to tyranny. It's a new day,
We ain't bowing down to tyranny.
The streets are awake, the blindfold is off. We hear the truth clear every time that you cough. We defunding the violence, investing in the youth, breaking down the lies, resurrecting the truth. Freedom isn't given, it's taken with the fist. We writing our names on the top of the list. The ones who fought back, the ones who survived, the ones who kept the human spirit alive. So keep your tear gas, keep your barricades. We shining like the sun, cutting through the shades.
Turn the bass up, turn the bass up, turn the bass up. Turn the bass up.
corrupted benches. Hiding behind the shield. Corrupted benches. Hiding behind the shield. Hide behind the shield. Hide behind the shield.
Power to the people. Always. We watching you. Heavy baseline rides out for 15 seconds.
They say money makes the world go round. But what happens when the money stops? And all you got left is your pride. Yeah. Waking up hungry, looking in an empty fridge, living in the shadows underneath the city bridge. Inflation through the roof, the dollar ain't worth a dime. Surviving in the hood is feeling like a crime. The billionaires flying in the private jets, while the working class drowning in the ocean of debts. Minimum wage can't even pay the rent. Every ounce of energy is fully spent. I see the old man begging on the corner street, holes in his shoes, blisters on his feet. He used to be a teacher, taught the local kids. Now he's fighting for scraps underneath the grid. This the reality of the fallen empire. The bottom of the barrel's catching on fire.
We are the concrete flowers growing in the dark, trying to find a light, trying to leave a mark. They strip away the wealth but can't take our soul. Human dignity is the ultimate goal. Hold on to your pride, keep your head up high. We gonna survive, we refuse to die.
When the law disappears, the desperate take the stage. Good people doing bad things out of pure rage, stealing baby formula just to feed the child. The conditions of the city getting raw and wild, but I refuse to lose my humanity in the mess. I'm sharing my bread, relieving the stress of my neighbor next door who lost his job today. Community is the only thing that's gonna make a way. We barter and we trade.
up our prayers, giving up our thanks to the spirit of the ancestors watching from above, replacing the greed with a revolutionary love. They want us to act like animals in a cage, but we writing a new chapter on a brand new page. These lyrics like a sermon on the mount. Every single heartbeat is starting to count. The government failed, the safety net is torn, but out of the struggle a new power is born. We building our own systems, growing our own food, changing up the atmosphere, changing up the mood. Freedom ain't about the money in the vault, it's about taking the blame, fixing the fault. Stand tall, my brothers, stand tall, my sisters. We walking through the fire, ignoring the blisters.
We are the concrete flowers growing in the dark. Keep your dignity. We are the concrete flowers growing in the dark. Keep your dignity. That's the one thing they can't buy. Stay strong. That's the one thing they can't buy.
Type in sounds, notification pings. Look at your screen. They got you hypnotized. Divided we fall, right? Wake up! Scrolling through the feed, injected with the venom. Media is playing us like a pair of worn out denim. Left wing, right wing, fighting in the middle. While the puppet master playing on the bloody fiddle. Fake news spreading like a wildfire in the dry grass. Algorithms pushing hate, moving up the bypass. They want us angry, fighting over race and agenda, so we don't look up and see the real offender. Corporate billionaires, pulling on the strings. Profit off the tragedy, profit off the stings. They show us the riots, they show us the loot, but they never show the root of the poisonous fruit. Brainwashed zombies staring at the glowing light, ready to kill a neighbor over something out of sight. Algorithm of hate, feeding on the fear, blindfolding the masses, making vision unclear. We fighting an enemy that we cannot see, losing all our freedom, losing human dignity. Turn off the screen, look them in the eyes, break out the matrix, shatter all the lies. Cancel culture acting like a digital guillotine, ruining a life through a virtual screen. No trial, no jury, just a trending hashtag, dragging human dignity inside a body bag. We lost the empathy, lost the connection, living in the world of a flawless projection. No reality is burning, people dying in the street, while we arguing on Twitter from a comfortable seat. The politicians love it, it keeps us distracted, while the laws of our freedom are slowly retracted. I'm breaking the monitor, smashing the glass, stepping outside, touching the grass, realizing my enemy ain't the man next door, it's the system that's keeping us perpetually poor. Stop scrolling, start thinking. Your mind is the battleground. Protect it. I'm a glitch in the system, a virus in the code, walking down the truth on a solitary road. I spit the raw facts, cut through the illusion, ending the hysteria, ending the confusion. Human dignity means thinking for yourself, not taking the propaganda off the dusty shelf. We gotta unite, unplug from the machine, see the real world beautiful and pristine. Stand up for your rights, intellectual freedom. We the new leaders establishing the kingdom. Algorithm of hate, feeding on the fear, blindfolding the masses, making vision unclear. We fighting an enemy that we cannot see, losing all our freedom, losing human dignity. Turn off the screen, look them in the eyes, break out the matrix, shatter all the lies. Yeah, shatter all the lies. Yeah, shatter all the lies. Just connect, look around you, love your neighbor. You love your neighbor.
Lord have mercy on our soul.
This one is for the mothers the ones who had to bury their future.
I feel your pain.
I feel your pain. She folded up his clothes, sitting on the bed, tears falling down, wishing she was dead instead. He was only 17, shot down in the crossfire. Now she's staring at the ceiling, preaching to the choir. He wanted to be a doctor, wanted to heal the world. Now his body's in a casket, tightly curled. The law didn't protect him. The ambulance was late. Another black boy murdered by the hand of fate. She holds his picture to her chest, rocking back and forth. Lost the compass, lost the true north. The pain of a mother is a pain you can't describe. A hole in the soul that you cannot hide. I pray to the heavens to give us some peace, waiting for the day that the violence cease.
Tears of the motherland, falling like the rain, washing away the blood, trying to wash away the pain. We honor the fallen, we screaming out the name. Human dignity is more than just a flame. It's the fire in our hearts, burning through the night. We gon' keep the memory shining so bright.
I visit the cemetery looking at the stones. Too many young names engraved on the bones. System failed them, the politicians lie. So many innocent youth senselessly died. Whether it was gang violence or the police brutality, the end result is a terrified reality. Mothers forming groups, marching on the square, holding up the signs, throwing hands in the air, turning their grief into a powerful weapon, making sure the government is constantly stepping, demanding the justice that was violently stolen, fixing up the hearts that are battered and swollen. We stand behind the mothers, the backbone of the earth, fighting for the value of a human birth.
Lord have mercy on our soul.
I wiped the tear from my eye, grip the microphone. I promise you, mama, you were never alone. Every lyric that I write is a bullet for the cause, breaking down the system, breaking all the laws that oppress the people, that justify the killing. We building up an army, ready and willing to fight for the dignity of every single life, cutting through the darkness with a lyrical knife. Tears of the motherland will water the seed of a massive revolution that the people need.
Tears of the motherland, falling like the rain, washing away the blood, trying to wash away the pain. We honor the fallen, we screaming out the name. Human dignity is more than just a flame. It's the fire in our hearts, burning through the night. We gon' keep the memory shining so bright.
Rest in peace to her. They call us the lost generation, born into the chaos, raised by the streets. But we ain't lost. We right here. Raised in the concrete, daddy was a ghost. Mama working 3 jobs, doing the utmost. School system broken, books missing pages. So I took my education from the street sages. 14 years old, holding a loaded 9, crossing over the dangerous boundary line. The gang became my family, the colors were my shield. Learning how to navigate the battlefield when the law is non-existent. You make your own rules, hustling on the corner, dropping out of schools, but the lifestyle is a trap, a revolving door. Ending up in prison or dead on the floor. I see my homies falling, one by one they drop. When is the cycle of destruction gon' stop? We the lost generation, living on the edge, pushed by the system right up to the ledge. Gun in the hand, but we looking for the peace, waiting for the day that the siren sees. Find your human dignity, put the weapon down, be the new kings, we gon' take the crown. They flooded the streets with the drugs and the guns, trying to eliminate our daughters and our sons. Private prisons making profit off the black and brown, keeping us incarcerated, keeping us down. I realized the game is rigged from the start. It takes a lot of courage to follow your heart. I threw the burner in the river, walked away clean, decided to be a leader, step on the scene. It ain't about the turf,
human rights that we gotta get. Teaching the youngest how to read, how to invest, giving them the tools to pass the ultimate test. We transforming the hood, building from the ground, making sure the voice of the youth is profound. The raw truth, unapologetic. The pain in my lyrics is deeply poetic. We demand the freedom to live without the fear. Wiping away the blood, wiping away the tear. I'm a soldier for the light, walking through the dark, igniting the minds with a revolutionary spark. They try to write us off, throw us in the trash, but we rising like a phoenix out the burning ash. Human dignity's the weapon of the brave. We breaking every chain, freeing every slave. We the lost generation, living on the edge, pushed by the system right up to the ledge. Gun in the hand, but we looking for the peace, waiting for the day that the sirens cease. Find your human dignity, put the weapon down. We the new kings, we gon' take the crown. Drop the guns, pick up the books. Knowledge is power. We the future. We the lost generation.
Keep running, don't look back. The river is just ahead. Freedom! Running through the desert in the middle of the night. Coyotes leading the way under the pale moonlight. Carrying my little brother sleeping on my back. Dodging the border patrol, staying off the track. Left a war-torn country where the cartels rule, where they recruit the kids straight out of the school. We came looking for the promise of the American land, but they greet us with a rifle in a steady hand. Helicopters overhead, shining down the beam, waking us up from the American dream. Hiding in the bushes, holding my breath tight, praying to God that we make it through the night. This ain't illegal immigration, it's a fight to survive. Just trying to keep my family breathing and alive. Paperless souls, wandering in the dust, betrayed by the law, in God we trust. They built a wall of iron, a wall of the hate, but human dignity will determine our fate. We demand the freedom to breathe the free air. Looking for a little bit of justice out there. They caught us at the river, threw us in the van, treated like cattle, not a woman nor a man. Placed in a cage with the foil for a blanket. The water is dirty, but we forcefully drank it. Children crying for their mother, separated by the wire. The situation is terrifying, desperate and dire. Politicians on the TV calling us a threat, but we the hardest workers that you ever met. We just want a chance to work, chance to be free, escaping from the jaws of the tyranny. But the system is a monster, chewing us to bits. I'm spitting out the anger in these lyrical fits. I demand to be treated like a human being. Open up your eyes to the horror that you're seeing. We bleed red, we cry salt water. We love our kids. Tell me the difference between you and me. I'm breaking out the cage, breaking out the mold. The story of survival is about to be told. We marching on the border, tearing down the fence, standing up for human rights in the present tense. No more hiding in the shadows, living in the fear. The voice of the immigrants is ringing out clear. America was built by the hands of the brave, who crossed over oceans, escaping the grave. So recognize the dignity, recognize the fight. We stepping out the darkness, claiming the light. In the dust, paperless soul, wandering in the dust. We are here, we are human. No borders can know the spirit. No borders can know the spirit.
finale.
Rise up,
The turning point. When the people finally realize their power. Listen to the march.
The smoke is clearing up, the ashes on the ground. The silence is broken by a revolutionary sound. I see the people marching a million strong, singing out the lyrics of a freedom song. No more police brutality, no more mass shoots. We pulling up the corrupted system by the roots. The politicians fleeing, the billionaires hide. The power of the masses is the ultimate tide. We unite in the colors, the black, white, and brown, tearing the walls of the establishment down. This is the resurrection of the human soul. Taking back the dignity, taking back control. We stood in the fire, we walked through the hell. Now we ringing out the Liberty Bell.
resurrection of the free. Stand up and fight, bringing back the justice, bringing back the light. We conquered the chaos,
We defeated the fear.
the voice of the people is the only thing you hear.
Human dignity
Is the law of the land. Together we rise, together we stand.
They try to divide us with the media spin, but we found the true power resting deep within. We rebuilt the schools, we rebuilt the streets, replaced the sirens with the hip-hop beats. We threw away the guns, we picked up the mines, leaving the era of the darkness behind. The immigrants welcome, the cages destroyed, filling up the love in the massive void. No more active shooters, the mental health is healed. The true American dream is finally revealed. It ain't about the money, ain't about the greed. It's about planting the positive seed. I'm looking at the future, looking in the eyes of a generation that'll never compromise.
Massive brass up. Massive brass up in the new world.
I dedicate this anthem to the ones who fell, who fought for the heaven while living in the hell. Your sacrifice is the foundation of the new, the revolution of the many, driven by the few. We carving our names in the history stone, a testament to the fact we never walked alone. So raise your fists up, touch the sky. The human spirit is a bird that will forever fly. This is the victory, the ultimate claim. We putting the human dignity back in the frame.
Resurrection of the free. Stand up and fight, bringing back the justice, bringing back the lights. We conquered chaos,
We defeated the fear.
the voice of the people is the only thing you hear. You know